Hello, hello, hello. This is Private Talk Podcast with Alexis, Texas, and we are back with another episode for season 2. And today we have on the couch actor, comedian, singer, songwriter, Paige Kennedy.
Yo, what up, though? I low-key feel like I should talk like this.
You like that voice? Is that like just the voice that you know me? Like always, like I feel like you've been blushing since you walked through the door.
I have been blushing since I walked through the door.
Is there something you need to tell Private Talk why you can't look at me with a straight eye, Mr. Kennedy?
Well, I'm just saying.
Do we want to start there?
I've been an admirer for many years.
For many years. I like that. Well, thank you. I appreciate you admiring my work.
Yes, I think you're very talented.
Thank you.
And not everybody in your business is talented, but you're talented.
Well, I appreciate that compliment. I thank you very much. And thank you for coming here and being a part of Private Talk. And Private Talk is going to get to know you a little bit and be a fan of you at the end of this.
Hey, that's what's up.
So tell us a little bit about you for those of us who don't know who you are. At Private Talk, we want to get to know Mr. Kennedy. We want to follow him and like what he's doing. Let's support.
Well, like you said, I do a variety of different things. I call myself a entertainer. Like when you ask me what I do, I would say I'm an entertainer because I'm a rapper, an actor, social media influencer, aspiring porn star.
Aspiring, does that mean you make your own home tapes?
Well, I practice being a porn star minus the filming it. So.
And how do you practice? Tell Private Talk. Do you like solos in the mirror by yourself? Do you like, have a partner? Do you watch porn while you're doing this? One of my movies, perhaps, since you're such an admirer of my work. Tell us more.
I do.
I feel like we need to get this out of the way before we get to really know who you are. Like, I feel like you're exploding. You just want to
erupt. No,
maybe we shouldn't use those words.
I know, because this is a wonderful new couch here that you have.
But this is Private Talk, so we're going to get to know each other. And so I'm excited to get to know you more. I know surfacely, my first time seeing it was I was a fan, obviously, of Desperate Housewives. I like all those drama shows. And you're
Damn, that's so interesting. I would not have thought that was what you would have seen. I thought it would have been Weeds based off of your demographic.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like that's when I really noticed because that character was unique and you know what I mean. It was it played definitely. Such a big part in that whole role or scene, or series, I guess.
For sure.
But yeah, so for me, because I'm all into the drama shows, I'm sitting there and doing it. I was like, oh damn.
What's your? Do you have a favorite drama right now?
Right now, I finished watching The Undoing, which I think I could consider a drama. Yeah.
The Nicole Kidman thing?
Yes, that one.
I started it, and it was so slow that I haven't finished.
For me, it was definitely, I watched it once a week when I was waiting the anticipation like everybody else, the whole thing. But it was just different. And I think it just intrigued me. I'm into, there's so many shows out now that is so predictable that the writing. It's it's hard to watch Netflix and see the same. It's not the same story over and over, just different characters. Right. So this was something that kind of caught my eye. But I liked it. I was intrigued.
So you also liked however it ended, whatever the twist or whatever that was. You enjoyed that?
I mean, it was pretty crazy. It was, but that's what I like. Yeah, I liked the thrill. You gotta watch it. I can't, if you started it, I can't just, ruin it out there for you.
I know. I love Nicole Kidman so much, and she's so enigmatic and sexy. She's like super sexy to me because it's all.
It's sexy without even trying. It's just
right. The implicity of her is what is more alluring because it's sexy, but she's not trying to be sexy. She's just very
she's just comfortable
low key
in her own Nicole Kidman. I mean,
right, and she has that accent, and I don't know. She just
does it for you.
And her eyes, the way that she looks at other actors.
Are you big into eye contact? Because I tried to cheers you earlier and you couldn't even cheers me without thinking I was.
Listen, first of all, like I told you, I was surprised.
That's so what we want here at Private Talk.
What was that?
I want the truth.
Oh,
Let me get a little louder for you.
I want the truth.
There you go. At Private Talk, we want the truth. That's what we want, Paige Kennedy.
The truth is, when I walked in here and I saw how tall you were, I was like, oh, I was not anticipating.
How tall did you think I was?
Probably like 5'4".
How 5'4" do I read like being
ass.
a small?
Like,
but what does that mean?
Because you're a white girl with ass, and so typically that would mean you have to be compact to have
compact, so I can't be like, I feel like I have like an athletic body. I feel like it's, I've been in sports my whole life, so I feel like 4 feet is definitely not something that would ever.
No, not 4 feet, 5'4".
Oh no, I don't know about that.
5'4" would be a normal.
I'm 5'8.5", and I say half because I have to have that extra half.
Hey, I say 5'10.5", so trust me.
But I'm not sure. I mean, I guess in context of like watching the movies that you admire so much of mine, then you would probably see me on a probably different scale. So
because you weren't standing up.
Exactly, and yes. So you've got the Netflix show, you've got your TikTok. Would you say that TikTok is your most successful social media platform?
That's interesting. I have more followers on Facebook, but TikTok seems to be the most engaged, I guess, at this moment, because I don't know, it's the freshest and it feels new. So I actually like TikTok the best because it's very specific to what you want and what you like. So you on your For You page, it's only shit that you like or comment on. So that's what they show you. So I like animals. So when you scroll through my TikTok, it's a bunch of like
animals?
Cats, fucking dogs, and all this funny shit. Tigers, like all, you know what I mean?
So it's like specific to your interests.
Yeah, your proclivities and the things that you enjoy.
I have one for my Team Texas page, but I don't really know how to use it very well.
Do you dance?
I mean, I dance.
She's like,
I dance. I mean, not only naked. I do have more talents than just being naked. But no, I mean, I do dance, but I'm not in that whole skit world where I've never just maybe tried to really do that whole stuff. But
maybe you should do a skit with me.
I mean, I am funny, but
so maybe we should find out. Maybe you should do a skit with me and see.
I'm up to it. I mean, I'm always up for a challenge.
Okay.
I feel like it'd have to
Have to what?
I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say. Like, I don't even know where it starts from. But no, I'm game.
Funny to, I don't
no,
know.
I didn't. That doesn't mean I'm not funny. Pause.
Okay.
But it's like, I guess I'm down. I'm down for whatever.
That's what's up.
I was gonna say, like, I just don't know enough about it to say that I'm not. And then I was like, I could put limits on it, but I'm like, what are my real limits? Because I don't know what I'm limiting myself to. So, fuck it. I'm just down.
That's what's up. I like to hear that.
But it has what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
So when did you start knowing that you were successful? When you started becoming feeling success in this industry?
Well, when I first got here, I came from graduate school. I went to graduate school for Shakespeare. I studied classical theater, and I left and I came here with nothing. I had no job, no agent. I was sleeping on somebody's couch. And I snuck into an audition at Sony Studios and told them I was a courier. And I just so happened to be the right person at the right time for this role that they had been looking for and couldn't find it on a pilot called The Kennedys, ironically enough.
Persistent.
Yeah. Okay. And so that started me off. But I got that pilot. It got me a car and my new apartment and all of this stuff. But then after that, I wasn't booking anything because I just kept losing the rappers. I'll be close for movies. I'll lose to a rapper. But I continued to do stuff in television. And I think when I did SWAT, that was a big look for me. Mm-hmm. SWAT was something that was big. And Weeds was a big moment in my career in Blue Mountain State. Those two are the pinnacle TV shows that people most know me for, is Blue Mountain State and Weeds. So like all your comments is going to be Blue Mountain State stuff for sure.
Which one of those was your favorite role to actually do?
That's a tough question because fun-wise, like me wanting to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go have fun was Blue Mountain State because I played the star quarterback who was the most awesome quarterback in the world. I got 50 half naked French Canadian 22-year-old girls like all. You
mean that's not your
me.
real life?
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So that was fun, and you know, and I got to be the man, so that was fun. But acting wise, it had to be Weeds because the caliber, like Mary Louise Parker and Romany Malco, and being able to play back and forth with that caliber of actor, that's like the top
tier,
shit you can get, and having them respect you as well, like you having a mutual respect for each other, that is priceless, you know.
Awesome.
So I would love to work with Mary Louise Parker again. I know that they're talking about rebooting Weeds. I mean, I died, so I don't know what they would do with that, but I guess Hollywood, they can do whatever.
Hollywood.
You know what I mean? She does have a tattoo of me on her ass, so they could figure out something.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. So is there like a specific movie that you stands out in your mind that you didn't get the role for that you really wanted?
Well, in 8 Mile, they drugged me along for 3 months on that film. And that film kind of mirrors my life as well, because I'm from Detroit and I was a rapper in the hip hop shop where Eminem was and all of these. So that story is my part of my life.
With it.
Yeah. And, you know, I really wanted to be in that movie, and I thought that I was going to be in that movie. And sometimes that happens. Like sometimes you're strung along for 3 months. That time it didn't work out for me. But in the Meg, I don't know if you saw the Meg. Probably not. Are you in the Sharks?
I didn't.
No? Okay. Well, in the Meg, that was another 3-month process of being drugged along, where they're trying to get every other person that they can, every rapper that is hot, they want to throw into this role so that, you know what I'm saying, they can fit the black quota, but yet have the popularity of them to help sell the movie. And they just couldn't do it. And then they finally went with Omar Epps, who was a fine actor, and they couldn't make that deal at the end. So since they've been dragging me along for 3 months, they're like, well, we have the backup. So I was like, sloppy seconds it is. Thank you.
Hey, sometimes everything happens for a reason.
Hey, that's what's up.
It's Hollywood. I'm sure, you know, you just never know. It could be.
You never know.
You just never know.
And then it's
Time
a
and place.
beautiful thing, because now we're going to do part 2. And, you know, this is my first summer blockbuster movie franchise.
Awesome. Congrats. Hey, Private Talk. You better go out and support Paige Kennedy.
Yeah, check out the Meg.
Let us know where we can find you, John, where you can, on your Instagram, your TikTok.
I'm at Paige Kennedy on everything. That's just Paige spelled normal, not the I. That's for little white women. It's just Paige Kennedy on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all of that shit. Snapchat, whatever.
All of it.
All of it.
Official.
You might can find me on Pornhub too.
So are you a Pornhub or an OnlyFans person?
No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. It's okay.
I want the truth.
We like the truth here at Private Talk. You can't say something like that and then try to backpedal out when Miss Texas is on the couch, and you've already proclaimed to Private Talk that you are a, you know, admirer of my work.
Oh
so,
my God.
Who are your top 5 adult stars?
Alexis, Texas.
And
Tiana Trump.
that's 2.
And
You're so nervous right now.
Because
You don't want to forget anybody and hurt and offend anybody.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. I do have a lot of friends. Oh, well.
But we said top 5. Just because you're friends, I mean, unless you're friendly like that, then that's that's all you.
Isn't it fun to be friendly with? Like,
I mean,
what?
different strokes for different folks, right? That's how this works.
That is how that works. So I okay, what is her? I'm not good with names.
If you don't know her name, she cannot be in a top 5.
This is gonna sound mad cliche, but
I'm all top 5.
I like you. Like
I just like you. That's all it is.
You have a skill set that is you have a skill set that
that just makes you smile from ear to ear like a little boy in a candy store. You're like,
I don't know if you know what this is.
God, what is that? Explain the private talk. Is that an elephant?
No, this is.
Who are you waving at?
This is what your butt does.
My butt does that? What does that do? It shakes.
Yeah, no.
It claps.
No,
it's got a lot of moves, private talk.
It sure does. But this is, I call this so every girl thinks they know how to ride great, right? Because they're girls, so they think they get the best blowjobs. They think they ride.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Exactly. But there's only a small percent of women that know how to, when they're riding, do that. And this is what you know how to do. So you, Tiana Trump, and there's one more girl who I forget what her name is. She knows, I mean, I'm sure like a lot of the black girls probably know how to do that too, but
not in your top 5.
I don't know their names. I know your name.
So in your Pornhub search, then you just search for like genres of like booties, or do you have specifics of what you like look up, or what's going on over there on
this
your
is gonna sound mad
on your
suspect.
computer history?
I cannot believe I'm about to say this shit out loud because people won't understand.
You want it?
I understand.
Give it to us. You can do it.
The search is
just let it go.
Big cock.
Big cock. You heard it here at Private Talk. Big cock is Paige Kennedy's Pornhub search.
Do you have any idea of why?
Because you have a big cock?
Right. And I want to feel like I'm looking at
Was that a segue of like me trying to tell you that you had a big cock? I'm confused here. What is going on?
Inquiring minds want to know.
So you have an OnlyFans?
Hell no.
What? Hell no. Are you a member of my OnlyFans at least?
I work for places that probably would frown on me having an OnlyFans.
That was more of a joke.
No. No, but there are people who have OnlyFans that are appropriate for those brands.
I mean, yeah, it depends on how you do it. I think like, there are different lanes for everything. That's like, I think the glory of those, all the apps, even TikTok, Instagram, each influencer in their own lane, you can use it for different stuff, from ads to promoting different, product things, or your own products, or movies, or, all things like that. So I feel like if it fits your lane and your brand, then so be it.
Right. Yeah,
for me, it definitely does. I have come from the adult world where we've capitalized off of that and made it actually a really awesome app before everybody started jumping on board. But I think that it's even cooler now because it just brings more eyes to it that it didn't before. So it's just everybody's kind of dipping in the whole money pond.
How do you feel about being
But you didn't answer my
boss?
question. Are you a member of my OnlyFans?
I am
you
not
get it for
a
free
member of any OnlyFans. I'm not a subscriber to any OnlyFans. Well, listen, it would be worse if I said that I subscribe to other people's OnlyFans and not yours. I mean,
it depends on how you look at it. I'm not like, saying that for my own, like I'm going to be jealous or something. I'm just saying as a fan.
Damn it.
And you're trying to, you say that you're admirer of my work. That's how you admire people's work and you support them. So
that's true.
There's other way to support, not just OnlyFans. I have other things going on as well. So I'm just saying that way too. It's not always like a negative thing. It could be a positive thing as well. It's not raunchy, not crazy. It's not,
What is it?
You gotta check it out. I can't tell you that. I'm gonna tell everybody a private talk,
Oh, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Well, in a segue of that, how does it feel to be a boss lady? Like the fact that you are entrepreneur, you are very successful, you are monetarily content. I guess I wouldn't say satisfied because maybe everybody wants more. But how does that feel? Because you could not be all of those things. There are people who struggling and trying and can't, but you are at a place where I'm just curious, how does that feel when you wake up?
I appreciate all those kind words and compliments. I mean, I think that for me, there was no other choice. I've just always been and had an entrepreneurial mindset. And for me, I found a lane that I was good at and I knew how to capitalize off in the right ways. And it just gave me avenues to use my voice and my platform to do things that I've wanted to do all along. And I just feel like, it's a business. I feel like for me, it was, I started in my 20s when I was 21, but I made it a business, you know, and a lot of people don't succeed, you know, for very long, or some people are in it for, you know, life, you know, lifers as a sense. But it's, for me, it was like, I never strayed away from what I wanted and what my choices were. And, you know, I got looked bad upon and things like that, but people never really knew my truth. And that's why for me, my next segue, everything was having this platform and Private Talk, and actually allowing my voice to go along with my platform as well. Because people, you know, people have always asked me things, and people have all, you know, in tough situations, but when they meet me in person, it's different, because then they understand or whatever, and we can have a conversation and you walk away with it, what you want to leave with it from. But that's my truth. And so that's why I feel like with this has been a really great platform to kind of like celebrate and honor all those things, and kind of take it to another level.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like it's fun. I mean, you know, it's definitely been a lot of hard work. People think it's so easy, and they're like, oh, you know, they think they can put 1 year in and it's, you know, you're just, oh, you're a star. You know, I put many long time, you know, hours and from away from home, and, you know, on the road and things like, you know, yourself doing stuff like you just, it's time put in. Mm-hmm. It's not as easy. It's fun. And I think I'm finally at the stage now to kind of celebrate and benefit from all the hard work I've put on, you know, for the last, you know, decade of my career.
Yeah. Yeah. That's dope.
But it's fun.
That's dope. I acknowledge that, and I celebrate that with you.
I like that. So on a funnier note, I don't know if it's really funny, if we should like make fun of it, but do you think that Logan Paul has any chance of beating Floyd?
Well, funny you should ask that.
Talk to us about this.
So I ended up on Gossip and some other blogs because I commented. So I know Logan personally, and I've been knowing Logan since he was a kid, like when he first started on Vine, and he was in Ohio jumping in the frozen lakes, doing all this crazy stuff that he used to do. And so I've been a supporter of his for maybe like 8 years or something like that, and we're friends. And I believe in him, you know? And so when it was announced, I left a comment under his picture saying, yo, I just put up a lot of money for you to win.
You better win.
You better win. But then I feel weird about telling you to win because you fighting in Black History Month, and that would be weird if you beat Floyd Mayweather on our month. I would feel
you put all of this
on
in the comment.
Yes, and
that's a big comment.
Yeah, I know, and the comment is the top comment because it's like my whole thing is flooded with hatred now at me, and it made the blogs and everything. I'm like, Jesus Christ, does anyone listen? He is a giant for one compared to Floyd, so he probably weighs at least 50 or more pounds more than him, and he can box, and it's possible. Anything's possible, you know.
But are you saying that as a friend part? Or are you saying that in like a boxing fan, like, you know?
If I didn't know Logan as like everyone else, I would say he has no fucking shot. This is the greatest boxer in the world. Like,
which most people are saying the same thing. That's why I'm saying, is your decision based off being biased because of
I think so, and because I believe in him, and then I also saw what his little brother did to Nate, so I realized anything is possible.
Anything is possible,
and I think monetarily wise, I think it's a smarter play that if Logan wins or it's a draw, so that they can make even more money in a rematch. If Floyd wins, there's no rematch. But if Logan wins, how much more money are they about to make for this rematch?
It's true, but I don't think he's going to win. I just don't know. I don't know.
You can jump in this bet with me if you like.
Don't drag me down.
I can lose more money.
I don't know. I guess. I mean, it's definitely going to be an interesting fight. I mean, I don't know.
Did you see the other one?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did.
What did you think about Jake winning? Did you think
that
was going to happen?
I was shocked. But for me, though, too, I didn't really know he was ever serious about really trying to box or like trying to do anything like that. I thought it was just more for like charity and for fun and like a ha-ha thing. Like, they wanted, I don't know, I feel like people are bored right now. People are trying to do anything. Like, you know, COVID has made us all redirect and kind of sometimes see new avenues of professions if that's what I wanted to do. So I didn't really know that it was that kind of lame. But, you know, you said anything can happen, and it's not like they probably haven't trained, but I definitely was surprised by that fight. I mean.
Do you know them at all?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I do not. Do not. So question, last girl's DMs you slid in.
Yours?
You're sliding in the DMs?
Yes. I've been sliding in your DMs for like 6 years. No, more than 6 years. I've been sliding in your DMs for
Is this the truth?
Years. Yes, you got a phone?
I do. I'll have to investigate because I feel
or
like
maybe you could follow me back.
I feel like you came in here salty. Like if I was like personally, if it like offended you, like I didn't follow you, I didn't do any of these things. You're like, don't you check your DMs? I'm like, I don't get notifications. Like,
I mean, like
bro.
low key in my head, I was like, maybe I could get a follow. Like at least if she's like interested enough to talk to me, then maybe she's interested enough in my life to want to say, I'll follow you.
I definitely will give you a follow back. It wasn't anything of, you know, that, you know, like I said, I didn't see your attempts to.
Can I ask you a private question?
Sure, why
Since
not?
this is
It's private
talk.
talk. Look how segue that is. Listen, private talk.
Do you have a flavor?
Do I have a flavor of what?
Of us, of men.
Of men?
Yes.
I'm a connoisseur of men. I've dated all kinds of men. So I don't feel like I have a particular, like, one flavor. I feel like it depends on.
But you dabble in all the flavors?
I dabble in all the flavors.
Okay.
I have dabbled in all the flavors.
That's what's up.
Yes. I feel like that was another thing that you were dodging. You're like, I don't know how you'd be around me. I'm like, around who?
First of all, I did not say that.
I'm pretty sure you did. That was your first shot you unloaded.
No, I said, you asked me had I seen some, and I was like, yeah, I went and watched.
We're talking about private talk. Yes. I asked if you watched any of my episodes.
Right. I wanted to see someone that looked like me because I was
Because you thought I was going to be mean to you, not like you? Like,
not really mean to me, but you could have been reticent. You could have been cautious.
but of what? Why? I wanted you to be here. I want, you know, like I'm interviewing you on private talk because it's my choice.
Right.
And I feel like that was just kind of like shots fired. So I was like,
You thought I fired you?
Yes. That's why I was like, I'd like to more get to know my whole, you know, me, even though you were a fan of my work. Obviously there's certain things that you have questions on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I just made you stutter. So on that note, private talk, we're going to take a little bit of a break and we're going to do my favorite part, which is Truth of Texas. Because if he wants to get intimate and down and dirty about all kinds of Miss Texas stuff, since he's an avid fan, we're going to play Truth with Texas first and get him some honest questions for us guys. So let's take a little bit of break and I'll be right back. All right, we're back, private talk, and we have Paige Kennedy on the couch with us still, and we're about to play Truth with Texas. I left you quiet over there, pondering. Did you get more nervous? Are you excited?
I just started smiling because as soon as you start talking like that,
like what?
You be like mad normal, and then you be like,
my phone sex operator voice. It's just how I talk. I've talked like this forever.
I know, but damn. Like, it's just so strange. You just turn that shit on. I want to talk like that too.
Is that your what is your alter ego? Do you have like a porn star name? I'm sure since you said you do pseudo porn without filming it. What's your porn star name?
I think my porn star name is Mighty Hartwell.
Mighty Hartwell. What is that? What is that based off of? Let private talk out there know.
It's based off your first dog and your first street name.
So
right? Mighty Hartwell.
Mighty Hartwell. Interesting.
That's my porn star name.
Besides mine, it was Bullet Washington.
Bullet Washington. Mm-hmm. I like Bullet Washington.
Yeah.
Have you
never used it? You
never used Bullet Washington? Bullet Washington is legit. I like that.
I mean, that's what it is.
Damn, Bullet. It kind of sounds like a boy name though. Like a boy porn star name.
I don't know. I feel like me like a Russian, like, you know, spy lady with like short bob hair. That's what I see, like sexual window coming out.
Can you do a Russian accent? You look like you could be Russian.
I can't, but
let's try. Let's see what.
Maybe in your fantasy at another time.
Let us see what your Russian accent sounds like.
You know what? We do not. What?
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Hey, come on. Everyone wants to see Alexis.
You want to see it. That's your
with a
fantasy
Russian
in your
accent.
head. What they want to see, Private Talk wants to see Truth with Texas. I want you to draw one of these cards. I want you to draw every one of these cards because we're going to play the whole deck.
Okay.
There's only four.
It's like 4 cards.
Exactly. Don't be alarmed. It's not going to take all your time. Just
you can have it all. I don't want. It's not necessary.
all right. Pick one. Which one is it?
The Ace of Clubs.
All right. Clubs is a kinky question. Are you ready for kinky questions?
Perhaps. I'm not very kinky.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to find out at Private Talk. So, kinky question. What is the craziest place you've ever had sex?
Does head count as sex?
Sure, we'll throw it in there.
Okay. The craziest place I've ever had sex was, so I go home at Christmas time every year. And one time I was flying home from graduate school. This is when I was studying Shakespeare. And a girl that I knew from college, she was also flying home, the same place. And I ran into her on the flight. I always had a crush on this girl. We got stuck in Baltimore or something for like crazy amount of hours. And then when
It's like a movie special.
It was. We was talking, chilling, all that shit, right? Just in the airport for hours. And she never hooked up with me at all. And she gave me head on a plane in a 3-seater with a stranger sitting right next to us.
Was the stranger awake?
He was awake, but he kept trying to, like, I think he may have been uncomfortable. So
Wouldn't you?
No, I would. If I had an inclination that some shit was going down,
So you're,
first of all,
you're
I would
okay
be trying
with
to
being
record
a
that
cuckold.
shit.
You're okay with being a cuckold.
Isn't a cuckold like when a younger person like has sex with your girl?
Well, a cuckold means that you're like watching someone have sex. It's
Oh.
usually a partner situation, but you're just in that situation. It was, stranger danger. But
I definitely would have been interested in that. But he was sitting right there. So there was times where he pretended like he was asleep, pretend like he was looking in, and I was turned this way. Like she was at the window. I turned this way. I was mad nervous because it's a full flight. So you could see, like whoever's behind us could see through the damn thing. And he's sitting right there. She was so aggressive. I was like, yo, what the fuck is happening?
Aggressive in what way? Was her noises?
Oh, hell no. She didn't make no noises. We got kicked off.
Like
aggressive in the sense of stop being scared. Like unbuttoning my pants. And I'm like,
So you finished in her mouth?
No, there was no way I could fucking finish when the people are walking by and with the like I was so afraid. I don't even know if my dick fully got hard.
But it didn't excite you? Like the whole adrenaline of people getting caught? But
yes, it excited me, but not to
the point
enough
where you're
where
like,
I
the handcuffs
bust.
came out, you're like, not today.
I mean, I'm not like a nerd, so I don't come just easy. Like,
why
do
do nerds come easy? What is
like
that
people,
supposed to mean?
I mean, people who don't have sex often.
So are you a sexual expert? Are you like
Well,
I
don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I'm nonviolent. The only vice I have is sex.
So you would consider yourself a nympho?
I'm a sex addict, yeah.
A sex addict.
Yeah.
How many times a day are you having sex?
Well, it's fluid, right? So it's always different.
Okay, but there's not like a average?
Nah, it's different.
What's your weekly, is it always sex or is it just if you finish yourself, is that satisfying enough?
Yeah. I think because I've calmed down some.
Is that why you like Miss Texas so much?
Because you helped me out a lot.
You OD'd on Miss Texas?
I did. I do an OD. And you know what's funny about that? Like, I think, because every night you're, on your phone, whatever, seeing who you going to hang out with or any of that shit. And sometimes, if you just handle yourself, you don't even require that anymore. You don't.
So you're saying you would sometimes hang out with people just because, if you wanted to hit, a sexual thing, but you're it's less work if you just finish yourself off and then have to worry about all the BS?
Yeah, because then you don't have to worry about, entertaining them. You don't have to worry about like if they're going to leave. You don't have to worry about them talking while you're trying to watch your show.
Are you on like dating apps where it's like, you know, Tinder
Perhaps.
or like Bumble? I feel like you're a Bumble type of person.
I think I got like kicked off of Bumble or something. My Bumble won't allow me to. I don't know.
That's where like girls like pick you or something.
Right. I think that doesn't seem, that seems counterintuitive because I don't think girls want to choose. Like I get why they want to give the girl the power, but I don't think intrinsically girls want to fucking make the first move.
True. I don't like any of it. I think dating is just weird.
You think dating is weird or dating apps?
I think dating in general is weird. Like nowadays, it's just not the same. And then you have COVID in the mix of all that too. It's really weird.
But you still have to, I mean, you still want the touch of a man, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have that available, but.
And what are you getting at? I don't know. I'm lost. Rewind. What?
I'm shooting my shot. So I am attempting to become one. No, I'm saying like you have people available to satisfy whatever need you might have.
I'm a different kind of person. Like as far as like, obviously I have needs and I have like whatever, but I think being in porn, I was overly sexualized, so I view sex differently.
Oh,
so
do you like it?
I love sex, but it's just it's not as like I don't do it as like a vice, like you're saying. Like I don't need to do it just to do it. So I'm not like trying to call. Like I don't need to call people out. I'm okay with being celibate and not having to have that situation. Like I'm not trying to be. I feel like I'm almost. I think I read something. It was like a demisexual situation where like I have to have feelings or like somebody to want to have like sex with somebody. It's not just like I don't know.
So if you choose to have sex with someone, that's your boyfriend?
I don't say boyfriend, but.
And how long do you go celibate for?
I mean, there's been lots of times. You were in COVID time. I went for a long time.
During COVID, you went celibate for like more than 3 months? These are now the irony that this is private talk. Private talk here. I don't know. Press the honest button.
I have been honest. This is private talk. This is honesty.
Press that button that says we tell
I want the truth.
Yes, goddammit.
Yes.
We want to know.
The truth is, I just don't. Yeah.
The roles have reversed. Now she feels weird.
I don't feel weird. I could talk about it. It's not anything that I haven't talked about in some other aspect in some ways. But no, like during COVID, I wasn't trying to go see anybody. I wasn't trying to do anything like that. So I definitely remained celibate. It went a long time. The first person who ever touched me after all that, it was like I got a massage for my birthday.
Damn.
And it was like, it was a long time.
So,
and that wasn't even sexual. It was just a massage. But I was like, that was the first human touch that I had like from anybody then during COVID.
Wow. That's very interesting. Okay.
Clearly, you're the one who's a sex addict that did not go through COVID 3 months in celibacy at all. So do you have a rotation of people that just like fulfill your needs?
Well, that's typically fluid. I do have.
You use that one a lot. Typically fluid.
Well, yeah, because it's usually different. Like, I mean, I have someone that I'm dating that I see more than anyone else.
So are you in an open relationship?
That's interesting. I don't do titles, so
Is
like
that because
I'm still
you
single.
like to get around?
Yeah, and she knows how I am. She knows that you know I can't just have sex with one person for 100 years. Like I need to have.
You sound like that's such a dirty thing. God.
I mean, I can have a partner for 100 years, but like one fucking vagina for 100, no way. Like I would be so I can't do that. But she understands who I am. We enjoy each other's company and time, and that's what matters most. She doesn't need the title. She doesn't get jealous because she knows that it is just what it is.
Respect. I feel like everybody's really, especially nowadays, you know, everybody, I said what works for you, works for you. Everybody's relationship is different. Right. And that's why it should be private between two people, because when you get a lot of people in the mix, it just ruins
I'm safe.
You're safe?
Yeah.
All right, next question.
This is a ace of Hearts.
Ace of Hearts is romantic. Would you call yourself a romantic?
Not by nature.
Not by nature.
Yeah, I haven't really been the boyfriend. I haven't learned how to. I had a girlfriend that was coerced into this relationship for 6 years. And I finally escaped, and it was like prison. So that's another reason why she is cool with me. I just want to be free right now. I just want to do what I want to do.
Time.
You know what I mean? And so because of that, I haven't learned how to romance a woman, and so I wouldn't call myself a romantic. I did do this though. For someone's birthday, I got them a wonderful, expensive gift. And then I also went and got like flowers and bears and some other little shit so that they could have more things to have on their birthday. But I was coached into it.
Sounds real thoughtful, little shit and this and that. That does not sound like you wanted to do it. For me, I feel like it has to be something that you want to do, not coached into.
Well, it's only coached because I didn't know. I wanted to do it, so I asked for help. Yeah, but it should be
things that are like sentimental to you, not to say little bears and shit, then you're just wasting your money. It should be about the sentiment of it, not just like because it's little like tangible things.
Well, I specifically went to the store and I picked out like
so there was thought.
Yeah, like I picked out like scents and candles and fucking other body stuff that I thought maybe she would like. What do you want me to do? Just become Don Juan fucking like when I don't know? Mm-hmm. You have to learn. You don't know until you know, right?
That's true.
And I've never been a romantic like that. So I didn't know. So I needed help. And I tried.
So do you have a playlist or a favorite song you like to when you put on when you're getting in the mood and having sex with somebody? And that was in my phone sex operator voice.
That was. You know, I love Floyd and Marsha Ambrosius. I also love Drake because a lot of his stuff is just like R&B type stuff. Who else? Her. I put that on.
So you do have a sex playlist?
Not really a playlist. I just find whatever the R&B album is and I'll play that.
It gets down.
That would be interesting if I had a legit. It just says sex playlist.
Say, Alexa, play the sex list, and she plays it, and then gets it on.
That would be kind of fire.
See, I'm teaching you game.
Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much. Game that I'm going to use on you. Ace of Spades.
Spades is a naughty question in here at Private Talk. That's my favorite one because we're all a little bit naughty. But can you describe what sex smells like to you?
That's not always the same.
Well, tell me about a couple of your experiences.
Let me think. If okay, in my history, if I smelled something, it was not pleasant. I've never smelled something that I was like, oh, I love these pheromones that's happening right now that we created.
So anything smell related is foul. It's bad for you.
Yeah. So
tell me about your worst sexual experience then.
Oh God, the worst sexual experience I had was one of those times where I went home for Christmas.
You and Christmas going home. It's a bad remedy for.
And this one girl, the irony is, it was in downtown Detroit. She took me to her loft like this, and
you're having flashbacks.
I am somewhat if I were to walk up those stairs because that's what I had to do to go up there. And, you know, I don't drink, I don't smoke, right? But other people do, you know, so I think she had some drinks or whatever. She was feeling good, I guess. And she wanted me to do anal with her. And now usually I can't do anal because...
You can't?
No, because...
Why? Because you're so
imagine big. Putting that in your... Yeah. So...
Okay.
So I don't, you know what I mean? They don't usually request that from me.
Okay. This is
what?
porn average. Oh, your face was so priceless. I love it.
Okay. imagine putting this. No,
that's hilarious. All right, so that's not usually on your list of things for women that request from you.
Right. But she did, and I was like...
Some people are freaky. They just want it. Like, it doesn't matter how big it is.
That's true. Well...
Okay, did you give it to her?
I did, and it turned out very bad.
A foul
for
smell.
all of us. Not just a foul smell.
What happened? Explain.
She released soft serve ice cream.
So she shit all over you.
Yes, she did. And her goddamn loft. And she started laughing. And because she
have you ever been shit on before at this point?
No, I had never in my fucking life. And like I said, I don't drink, I don't smoke, so I'm completely sober. And yo, this is disgusting to me because it's hot.
Did you immediately go soft, or you're still inside her?
No, I was soft and I was petrified. I was frozen.
So you froze with shit on you?
Yes. And I'm waiting for her to be embarrassed and be like, oh my God, I'm gonna go out. And she just laid there laughing uncontrollably. She laid there. I mean, eventually she was like, wait a minute. But she could not stop laughing because I was like this. So I think that made her laugh more, the embarrassment of it, and plus my reaction, because like I'm over dramatic.
So you got shit on.
I did get shit on, and it was
that sounds like a
fun.
Shitty situation.
It was a shitty situation. And so now I don't do anal.
I don't blame you. Last card.
And this is the Ace of Diamonds.
Ace of Diamonds is a spicy question. So, Private Talk and myself want to know, do you remember the first time you ever had unprotected sex?
Yeah, the first time I...
Please, told.
When I started having sex, condoms was just invented. I started having sex early, and so all of that shit was unprotected back then.
So tell us how it was.
I'll tell you this. This is a better thing. So when I was 13, my girlfriend was... No, I was 14. My girlfriend was 21. Because I was built like a man then, and so I lied to her about my age, and she was my girlfriend.
So you should just lie to her.
No, I told her. No, because what happened was I was.
What happened was that's always a lie. Let's hear it.
I was coming back from football practice. I was at the bus stop. There was a girl there. She clearly was older than me, but I was trying to holler. She asked me how old I was, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be 17 November 23rd," which I would have been, just not that year.
Slight lie.
So, but then once she started liking me, and we were like boyfriend and girlfriend, and then when I told her, what's she gonna do then? You know what I mean? So, but I looked like I grew fast. Like, so I to her, I was like a fucking grown ass man. You know what I mean? And so. I used to have sex with her all the time, and I never could come. Now, I'm different than most guys. Most guys I talk to, the first time they came was from jacking off. That wasn't the case for me. The first time I came was with no condom on inside my 21-year-old girlfriend. And
at the age of?
14. And so maybe 14. And we kept trying to make it happen. Every time we had sex, it was like the goal of us for us to happen, and it never did. And then one time we were doing it in her mom's house, and I was like, "Oh my God, I think I'm going to pee in you. I'm going to pee in you." And I started tripping out because I felt the sensation that I had to pee, and it was going too fast. And I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm about to pee in you." And when I came, because I didn't know what coming was, that was the best nut I've ever had in my entire life because I had no idea what was going on.
So that's that high you've been chasing ever since. You
can never get that high. I can't ever get that back because I know what it is. I think part of the fact that I've never felt that before, and I didn't know what was going on, and it was raw vagina.
So you've never reached that sensation ever again?
Never.
I
don't think you can because of what I just said, because you know what that sensation is.
I don't know. I feel like everybody's different.
You think you've come like whatever the best time was before again?
Yeah.
Oh.
for sure. But I mean, it could be different for female to male, because the fact that like, I didn't know what it was doing or what that felt like or what that was. So I feel like it's even better now because I know what the feelings to do to get to those things.
When you came first, was it from yourself or from sex or from a mouth?
Sex.
Oh.
Sex.
So what was that? Did you know what was happening when you were coming?
I didn't know that that's what that feeling was. No. Because I had no experience. I didn't know what that was.
Okay.
But it was a good feeling. I just didn't know like what that was. But I've definitely achieved that good feeling since then, is why I say that.
Lucky.
So last question for you. How many partners do you think that you've been with, since the fact that you say that you have this like sex addict of you? How many?
I want the truth.
Damn.
Hey.
This is going to ruin my question that I have for you. There's no way now. Okay, I'm going to just keep it real. Over 1,000.
Over 1,000.
Yeah.
All right. Just keeping it real. You feel ashamed of that number?
I'm not necessarily ashamed of the number, but I don't know, like when you tell a girl that, it's not like she's like,
she's like,
I would love to be 1,001. She's not gonna be like, oh, that's fucking hot.
Hey, every girl's different, you know. It's the honesty of what it is.
What is your initial response to hearing me say that?
I mean, that you're being honest. I mean, I don't know. For me, again, I'm different. Like, what number is way more than mine.
Yeah, I could imagine that.
But for a lot of things, and not saying that makes it better than anything else, I'm just saying it's why I don't judge sex that way, because I've been judged because of it. And I feel like it's just, I mean, you're consenting adults. It's what you want to do, and that's your life. Like, why you're not in a relationship, even if you have been before, you're very honest about it, if you're not going to be like settled down with someone, whatever. And so that's your choice. So who am I to say like, oh my God, that's so bad. Like, I mean, I can't say anything. I've done porn and people think that that's bad, but I don't think that that's bad. I feel like it's something that I chose to do. And that's why with my number count, it's been more time wise, but people, it's small because porn is a small community. So it's been the same people over a repetitive time over years. So yeah, so that's the only difference. But for me,
do you still enjoy work?
I don't do scenes anymore. I only do stuff for my OnlyFans, which is all solo stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but I haven't shot in over 3, maybe 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I've directed and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like for me, I've always been I wanted to do things on my timeline and what was right for me. And when I wasn't having fun anymore, then I stopped doing it. And so it just wasn't the same. And I just got into this more realm of creating my own content with OnlyFans. So it's like, it's my own production company within itself as well.
Right. Do you find that are all guys the same to you sex-wise? Like I was going to ask you, do you have a preference in the type of guy you sleep with? But then I figured that you would curve that question so I'm curious, are we all the same? Like, if you sleep with a white guy, black guy, it's the same. It's
all the same. I feel like that's what I'm saying. People are all people. It's all the same. I think it's more about the individualness of it all. Of it's like the chemistry, like how you react with that person, and and that energy itself. You can't say one thing is all like 100 people are all the same. It's not the case. It's not everybody looks the same. Not everybody's boobs are the same. Not everybody's ass is the same. Not everybody's dick size is the same. So it's all relatively different. But it's, for me, I feel like what porn is, why I enjoyed it, was because it gave me every day was a different type of work. Like, it was based off of, I say that all the time, is like I was a sexual athlete. So I was doing what I was good at, but it was it was about chemistry, but like the physical part, but there was no emotion. So it was just good sex. And so that's what, it made me learn a lot about myself in my 20s and learn things that I liked and what I didn't like and what I could explore. And so I grew up in porn, but yeah, it was really good to me.
Okay. That's what's up.
But I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on and telling me your honesty. I know we went a little longer than probably normal, but
I'm sorry, my bad. I talk too much.
I talk a lot too. So let us know one more time where we can follow you, where we can support all of the things that you have coming up. And yes.
Yeah, I'm at Paige Kennedy. You can stream my music on Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere that you listen to music. It's Paige Kennedy, and I have wonderful socially conscious music that I've been putting out as of late that I think that people would enjoy.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for coming on. I appreciate you for taking the time and coming on Private Talk. Private Talk, thank you for watching and tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. And until next time.